What up, dude? Hola. How are you? Oh, okay, excuse me. What you doing? This is Guild Wars 2. Let me turn down my. Actually, as a Zelda fanatic, you might love this.
Nicest of them yet.
Oh, dude, just wait. Just you wait. Yeah, this is probably one of the prettiest games I've ever
Watch
played.
it now. There's a stir in the water, and I don't trust it.
Yeah, they have a really cool approach to a lot of like kind of traditional RPG tropes. But this is the new expansion that just came out like 2 days ago, and the zone is beautiful. Zones, I should say. I don't know how many there actually are, but it's like modeled after the Highlands, and oh my god, gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous. It is a dragon. It's my little sky scale. Put a cybernetic skin on him, because why not? Ooh, that looks real pretty. Yeah, the mounts in this game are actually fucking sick. They all do different things. They all have like different abilities. Like this guy's a flyer. You get a little skimmer that can like skim above like lakes and bodies of water and stuff. Um, there's like raptors that can jump and do tail whips against your enemies and stuff. It's really really cool. No, like it's awesome. Like they haven't raised the level cap in this game since the game came out, and their whole approach is like kind of horizontal leveling. So like instead of adding, an extra 10 levels for you to then, grind up to the next power cap, they usually add like different ways to play your class. For example, like they just added the spear. So spears have been in the game before, but they were only aquatic weapons that you can only like use when you're underwater. And now you can use them on land. And these first 5 buttons here, for example, I should say, are dictated by your weapon that you have equipped. And then the last 5 you can slot in. These are like your class abilities. Like I'm playing a necromancer right now, so these are all my different necro abilities that you can slot in at any time. But this button here is to swap, so I can go from a spear to a greatsword, and all of a sudden I have 5 different abilities. So you can like weave in between different what's the fucking word I'm looking for? So I've been up all day. Weapon
Our
sets
paths
essentially.
cross again, Wayfinder.
Yeah, the classes are sick, and the way they
Welcome to our
interact is
hunting
really really
outpost.
cool. So I'm gonna let
Here we
this bear
prepare
stop
game
talking, and then
to
I'll tell
feed
you.
our village, as well as foster wildlife. Take only what can be repaid. That is our motto. Yet the tundra is not so benevolent. Nature's temperament is both nurturing and brutal. Generations spent here have taught us kinship is key to survival.
I like this game's writing, but the only
And
downside
we
is you can't
lowlands
skip
have
any of
found
this.
no
You have
better
to,
friend
you
than
have
the
to sit through it,
journeykin.
which yeah.
It'd do you well to spend some time bonding with them. The best friendships are worth the time. In the case of journeykin, it can mean the difference between life and death.
So the thing I was gonna say that's really cool about the classes in this game is the way that the abilities of the different classes. Yeah, it's like it's okay. I don't mind it either, especially if it's well written. But it's like if you're in the mood to just play, just go go go. Having to hit those sort of artificial gaps can be a little frustrating. Just for me personally, like I'm just a fan of like give me an option. Like it's really nice that you guys took the time and you wrote this all out, and then you hired a voice actor, and then you guys went through the different takes. But it's always like, just give me the option. Whenever the option's taken away from, like, whenever agency's taken away from a player, I just feel like it's just a bad decision from the perspective of any developer. It's like unskippable cutscenes. It's like fuck off, dude. Come on. Like I get you put some time into it, but if I've seen this thing like 16 times, having to sit through it, But the thing I was going to say that's really cool about the classes is that the abilities that the different classes have interact with one another in different ways, which is really cool. So let's say you were playing an elementalist and I was playing like a warrior, and we were playing together. Yeah, that's what I mean. That's what I mean. Like once, okay, sure, but every other time, come on. So what's really cool is like if you were playing an elementalist and you were like in your fire spec and you threw down like a flame, tornado or like a flame thing on the ground, I could then go in there as a warrior and use like my ability, like Whirlwind, for example, or like Blade Fury. And if I start attacking while I'm inside of the circle, right, this like area of influence of your little fire thing, I start to fling fireballs with my sword. So, like, abilities actually interact with one another, which is really fucking cool. And they have this kind of philosophy where they don't want to lock people into, like, like the standard, like, tank. Yeah. It's kind of cool. It's not like, I think, it's not like on every ability, but there's a lot of cool interaction with different stuff. So, like, the same could happen if a necromancer puts down, like, a poison block cloud and somebody comes along. You know what? Let me see. I don't actually know if Guild Wars 2 is on console. I think it's PC only, unfortunately. But it is a bit of an older game, and it is free to play. So if you have, like, a laptop or something, it'll work on that. But, yeah, I don't think it's on console, unfortunately, actually. Which is kind of shitty, because I feel like they could make... It's a 10-button game. Like, they could absolutely, get away with doing it on console. But, yeah, just some really cool, like, design philosophies, honestly.
The journeykin have taken to you. Not surprising. Now, Wayfinder, it is I who seek your aid in taming beasts.
I see we gotta start the slow corruption.
Concurrent with your arrival,
to get you into PC gaming ascension.
It
might. Honestly, it might. But I mean, this game's not going anywhere, so we've got nothing but time.
Or so we've deemed them.
What do you know about these creatures?
Little more than that they're unknown monsters, never before seen in the area. After some debate, a scouting party was assembled to study their behavior. But as of late, we've lost contact.
All in due time, dude. All in due time.
Upon request, your Malice and Keith have joined our search. So too, I ask your help on behalf of Claw and Council.
I'll convene with Malice and Keith. Between the three of us, we can cover more ground.
Hey, the good news is we can play Destiny together, though. That's on console.
Our efforts combined improve chances of shepherding our scouts home. Take heed. A thick fog now rolls across the great tundra. Trust your journeykin to guide you.
Oh my god. Wait, is that for the kid? And they're concept artists.
There you are. Over here, Commander.
You know what? I want my dagger and my back. As soon as I find... Oh wait, what am I doing? Oh shit, did I fucking... Uh-oh. I accidentally... my axe... Oh, wait, There we go. I haven't tried the pistol out. Ah, gotcha. Yeah, I'll be around, dude. I'll be around. Drive safe. Good to see you, and I'll see you soon.
Any sign of the party?
Nothing yet. With any luck, the scouts got turned around in this fog and simply wandered off course.
The more boots we have on the ground searching, the more likely we are to run into them. barbed veil insists the area is free of natural predators. Regardless, let's stay alert.
Okay, being a necro with a fucking gun is kind of sick. I like this at all.
We're surrounded.
It's never just a walk in the woods, is it?
I'm having trouble getting a consistent read on our location. Out here, we'll have to rely on your war claw for navigation. See if it can point us in the right direction. Look out! Our friends are back!
Had more than enough of you.
Which way, Commander? Someone ahead!
But whatever we're getting closer to, I don't like it in the slightest.
over here. A survivor.
Wallowing spineless in the filth they create for themselves.
Is this false god come to terrorize a new people?
Asta, Kryta, your blight ends here.
While the slacking takes the heat.
We need to keep her calm. I'll tend to her, while you two handle the spawn.
Gladly.
Malice!
Job's not done yet.
We'll have plenty of time for that. But for her, it's running out. She needs a healer.
Kate's right. We go for help first. Then we talk to the Council.
Fine. But this goes beyond just the Council. We need to notify the Alliance. And have the bodies identified.
Unless you want one more to identify, let's move.
Once she's safe, I'll contact Krisha. Have her call for an emergency meeting. Is that what I think it was? I'm okay, I'm fine. We don't know for sure. It could have been... maybe. I need to call Krisha.
I've got my hands full with an injured Coden and a riled Char, but I'm fine. I imagine the Alliance is going to act fast. You should prepare your account of what happened here.
This is where your alliance congregates.
I hope this isn't overwhelming.
The stories from this trip will make good fodder when I return. Gossip sits in their bellies like a fresh harvest.
You'll get plenty of that. How can I prepare you for the audience?
Honey wine, but we've none to spare. I'll be fine. We've hosted travelers over time, with little more to bargain besides information. I'm not unaware of the world. Just been a long time since we've needed to seek aid from others.
You and I are aligned, at least.
Good. After you, Wayfinder.
All members are present. Ah, welcome leadership from the Pact. Finally. The room is getting fuller by the day. We can begin.
We thank the Council for their discretion and speed. Your summons said as much, but recent developments are troublesome.
Got a good look after it fled into the bay.
A Titan? I've certainly read of them. The burning of Ascalon. The door of Komali. Stories filled with deception. Are you sure?
Yes. Multiple first-hand accounts of a giant insectile beast. The Ward is gathering all the readings we can.
Our records are likely dated, mind you. And this one may be more evolved than the hive we've encountered before.
Luckily, the commander was in the right place at the right time. Witnessed the attack alongside Kaith and Imperator Malice.
Oh yeah, well, that's convenient.
Counselor.
It's all true. While working with the Astral Ward in Janthir, we encountered the Coden of Harvesten. We sought to establish diplomatic bonds with them on behalf of Queen Jenna when the Titan attacked. Its spawn kept us busy while it fled into the bay, smart enough to avoid a fight. But my experience is limited. Today I've brought Stoic Alder, the Claw of the Lowland Coden, to share his.
We noticed a change 3 seasons ago. The wildlife reacted first. They fled south. Bearkin went missing. We kept our suspicions level. It could have been any great creature. Janthir is fierce. But then, the land started to sour. I assumed it was your cryptus. But those ones attacked our mines, not the grasslands. This is a very different beast. My bearkin have lived in Janthir longer than your cities have stood tall. We know danger well. We respect its boundaries. But this being mats my fur. Whatever a Titan is, whatever this creature seeks, we should be cautious. The fact that he's taken refuge near the ruins of Bavanissos paints an uncertainty that we shouldn't allow to brew.
How many are there? One, you say?
That we've confirmed. He fled to the north while his spawn kept us distracted. Even the little one was nasty.
Titans are not solitary. We'd know if there were 20. But I'd expect at least 2, maybe 6. And I don't count their spawn.
What does the Astral Ward advise? This feels like the definition of your expertise.
I'd like to hear that too. The Astral Ward should offer the Scepter of Ore.
Lady Livia, do I want to know what happened to the poor guards stationed at the door?
I haven't protected that thing for a century and a half for it to collect dust and foul memories. Lost to time, I thought. You have the scepter?
We do. The lady surrendered it not long ago. Safer in my reserves than a velvet crypt beneath divinity's reach.
You know it's a good idea, Iskarin.
I don't know this legend. What is this Scepter of Ore? A weapon?
Legavo. Cast from raw magic by the seers. It was made to control beasts from the mists.
A solution perfectly sculpted to our problem. The answer is dropped into our laps.
The scepter should remain dormant.
And why's that, Your Majesty?
Pick a legend. That is a history caked in blood. All of its wielders have met some ill-carved fate.
Besides myself, of course. And she looks great.
Until we know what we're dealing with, I'd sooner pick up a sword again than leave our fate to archaic mysticism.
Stubborn as Linus. Your mother would be horrified.
Enough! Are we walking on coals? Queen Jenna, if you don't see this as feasible, what do you propose?
The scepter is an extreme solution to a fresh problem. We should send the commander back to Janthir to learn more.
I agree with the Queen. We don't know nearly enough about the threat at hand, or how useful the scepter would be here.
Well, I think we should get it over with and just try the damn thing. What are we risking here?
This creature is closer to my borders than yours. And Stoic Alder's Coden are even closer. Harming our people is the risk.
Letting this thing roam about is just as dangerous to them.
Perhaps. But the scepter could do much worse. We are simply at an impasse.
Then what do we do?
We vote on it.
It's a sound motion. We did form the Alliance for a reason.
Someone will be disappointed with the decision. Or dead.
Ideally, these Titans, and not us.
The Queen is right. I don't think everyone is going to agree.
And so we vote. Take some time to think. When everyone is prepared to make their decisions and has returned to their places, we'll begin.
I don't know, Commander. I'm prone to agree with the Queen's hesitation. We know so little.
When Queen Jenna invited me to the Alliance, I didn't think things would spice up so quickly. Ilona has a long history with events such as this. I know my response. Think on yours.
Lot to consider, but I think I know my stance. We'll see how this resolves.
Thankfully, Cantha had not yet closed its borders before the events Dagonet described. I've read of the Titans, and I've read of all that connected them. Abaddon, Shiro, It feels too complicated to make a sudden choice. I'd advise caution, but I see it in your eyes already.
You know my take. If we have a solution, we should use it. If the Astral Ward is so powerful, they owe us a demonstration.
I don't disagree with caution. The risk is critical in dire moments, but I will abide by their decision. Historically, if the Ward needed to take action, we simply took it. I must wait now. I don't want to regret this.
The Seers are frustrating collaborators, not overly fond of sharing. You saw how specific and arcane the Shining Blade was. Legavo is similarly complex. It tests the will of its user, judges their intent. If the user is found wanting, well, those names have long been lost to time and memory. Isn't it obvious? It saw my intent, to bring the White Mantle and their Mursat overlords to ruin for their abuse of the Bloodstones. The sacrifices, King Jaden's death. Ignore me. Musings from long ago. It offered me vengeance. I sent many enemies of Kryta to their oblivion. Probably liked the blood. It was fortunate that Iskarin and I crossed paths when we did, though. Even I have limits. As for you, well, you don't lack for will. Even death couldn't stop you. I wouldn't bet against you. Before those unfortunate bandits, and then myself, its prior wielder was, let's just say, a little problematic. Vizier Kilbron. He was responsible for sinking ore. I'm sure you've heard that particular story many times. While the Scepter wasn't responsible for the cataclysm,
what's up, dude?
it was a very dense situation. Whenever a god is involved, and especially a fiendish one at that, certain cultural anxieties come to light. I don't suggest it lightly, but it was cast to control creatures from the mists. Kilbron used it to control the Titans. There is risk, certainly. We don't know how well it works, or if it does anymore. But we should try.
I wish they could understand that what seems like an easy solution is often muddied with complication. But the final call is not mine. It can't be if we seek genuine unity. But whatever is chosen, we will live with it.
I hear everyone's concerns, but between us, I don't know. We've endured so much pain already. Can you blame anyone for wanting to end things quickly?
Kinda speaking from experience here, but leaning on ancient magic isn't worth the cost.
The last delegate has returned to their podium. It is time. All in favor of utilizing the Scepter of Ore to combat the Titan threat, say yay. And those who oppose, preferring the commander return to Janthir to conduct further research, nay.
We're all so shy. I'll start. Nay.
Nay.
Yay!
Yay! A firm nay.
Nay.
Grisha.
Yay.
Nay.
Yay.
And we will not be using the scepter. More research is critical before we make such a call.
And when we do need the scepter, are we voting again?
We very well might, Counselor. For now, we are investigating the threat. If more action is needed, we will approach that. Imperator Malice, Kaith, and the Commander will return to Janthir with Stoic Alder immediately. Learn all you're able.
Stoic Alder, do your people have a secure route into the Isles? If Iskarin is correct...
And I am.
Then we should expect the worst. At least one Titan has returned to Tyria.
I've sent scouts to map the ruins before. We can approach from the south, take the river inland, and establish camps. These things threaten my home, my son. My spear will aid this alliance.
Adjourned.
I wouldn't have advised that call, my queen. I think there's a better option. A smarter option.
It's good you're not her advisor, then.
This is why I don't keep both of you on my shoulder at the same time. Agree to disagree, Lady Livia. You are welcome to express your opinion,
She's barefoot?
but I do not share it.
Well, I can't argue with the majority. Their suspicions must be warranted. I just don't want more destruction.
Neither do I, brother.
Neither do I.
Iskarin, must I remind you that we are trying to prove a point in our participation here?
If we weren't in this alliance, the Titans would be taken care of.
That the Astral Ward does not make quick decisions. We think things through. And you don't know that. We have so few members now. The Spire may be irreparable. And you are tired, my friend. We all need each other. Tyria isn't safe from the mists anymore.
Imperator, I would watch your tone. Anyone but me might disapprove.
My tone? My tone is fine. It's your logic that isn't. This is a Titan we're dealing with. What they did to our people.
Awful. And the things they made us do were worse. But that doesn't mean we should turn to some cursed wand. I hear your opinion. I agree. But you're Ash. Collecting data and understanding every corner is how you rose to Imperator. So, are you level-headed enough to return to the field?
Yes.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Any strong feelings about the vote, you two?
I'm happy with the result. When we're dealing with gods, or creatures that pretend to be gods, caution must be observed. Maybe they want us to make the obvious choice. There's no way to know until we do our research.
It's certainly not my place. I'm just the royal messenger to the Dominion's great house, after all.
Just the royal messenger. She is very modest.
But I can see both sides. I see the want to dissolve the problem swiftly, and I also see the need to be patient.
Politics can be very delicate indeed. And knowing the song behind your opposition's march is critical in informing your own.
Sure don't envy you two. I just hope this gets cleaned up before anyone else gets hurt.
What was it like? Horrifying. We've faced many threats, big ones, but this time felt different. I don't want to catastrophize and call it an omen, but this creature escaping or entering from the mists is a scary concept.
You're not catastrophizing. Things that used to be rare suddenly feel like a routine season.
Foolish. What a silly decision. One more bad report for the Arcane Council. I'll be fine. Just fuming. Move along.
Welcome to Tyrian politics.
I don't envy your status, Wayfinder. My mate was the Globetrotter. I prefer the personal politics of the village council. The Isles should make us nervous. The lowlands are familiar, but we never stay long. If you haven't heard my warnings yet...
Starting to get a good idea.
Remain honest, and we'll wash our paws of this. We meet in Janthir.
Greetings.
You're back. We need to reach the northern shore. Yesterday. No time to pack.
Calm down. Walk me through it.
Fading Aurora. She left the village. We have to go after her. She won't survive a day on the Isles by herself.
She went to the Isles? Why?
I don't know. She didn't say exactly. When Pa returned, he told the Council about your meeting. The Titans.
Did he go with her?
No. He's with the Council now. She left on her own. I'll bet you my best skipping stone that she went after this stranger. I'm going after her too.
We should tell your father. See if we can rally a few spears.
I'm not asking for his permission, and I don't need you to lead the way. I'm heading to the North Shore. I'll take a boat into the Isles and see if I can catch up to her. You're not obligated to join me, but I won't turn you away.
Don't make me regret this.
This is as far inland as we can get. We'll have to continue on foot.
Have you been here before?
A few times, but never without Ma or Grandma.
What about Stoic Aldrin?
He wouldn't bring me. No. Doesn't think it's safe.
Look.
follow those, I bet we'll find fading Aurora.
Careful, Cal. This isn't a race.
Raven should be drawn to the carnage, but the presence of the strangers keeps them away.
Mother Witches. I hope your friend is alive.
Wait. There. Fading Aurora. Come on.
The multiplicity of your bestial nature flickers dull without air. I am real, and you are small.
Aurora, we came to help. Let's kill this thing and go home. Please.
My boy, you need to get out of here.
More moths to flame, sizzling with melancholy as they reach my ember.
You all need to listen to me. We need to clear the spawn and debris from the area. Right now, he holds control of this environment. If we can balance the odds, I may be able to overwhelm him. Just oh, do you have my seeds?
I never leave home without it.
Fascinating is your dedication to dying plants. I will turn this swamp into a rot.
swamp. I'll warn you. Very magical.
Watch out for
more
his spawn!
seeds.
Dodge out of their way! We don't want to lose any seeds! I see now. Your plans are undoing his corruption. It's magic. It's balance.
Seeds, here. I've got more seeds. I've got more seeds.
Just before his talents catch victory, when throughout.
Calm your tantrum. We have a score to settle.
Sweet is this.
I'm speaking to you. Look at me. Last warning. Very well.
Waiting sorrow.
I will explain.
don't know about the rest of you, but I've got a burning question or two.
I wouldn't get too close. Not until we have answers.
Who are you? Pokey. I will not hurt you.
Don't call me that. That's what my ma called me. Who are you?
I am Waiting Sorrow.
Not some healer from the Shiver Peaks, I take it. I can practically feel the magic dripping from your paws.
I am not. I'm...
a rogue wizard. The Astral Ward is looking for you, Waiting Sorrow.
The moment they called you Wayfinder, I assumed your mission was to hunt me down.
Hunt is a strong word.
What fables did he tell you of me? That I take children and siphon their young magic?
Only that I'm to assume you're dangerous.
I helped you kill the beast, didn't I? If I was going to harm any of you, my hands would already be cleaned of it. Poised arrow. I'm sorry. I can explain everything. I just need you to give me some time before we tell anyone.
You don't want my paw to know.
It's not the right time.
And I still have a few questions myself.
With time.
Are you okay?
I feel sick. My gut is turning and my arms won't still. I don't know what to think. I need to count the trees and mull it over.
Are you going to tell your father? I wouldn't blame you if you did.
I want to. I don't know if I should. I'll think about it. My ma taught me to step away when a hunt became too taxing. My thoughts and tongue aren't aligned.
Wise advice. Take as long as you need. I'll keep an eye on her.
Yeah, they're getting some research camps set up nearby. I'll be there. Gonna take a walk.
Where is he going?
To think. If I just learned that my mentor was wanted for ambiguous transgressions, I'd be on the fence too.
I left a note. Ren should have known I meant no harm.
If you're talking about Iskarin, I think we both know better than to assume he's rational.
What do you suggest then? Shall you haul me back to Omnitas? Paws and chains?
Do Titans still roam the Isles? Can we count this battle fought?
Iskarin said to expect numbers, even if those numbers are low.
The earth here rumbles. I wouldn't blink if another stranger still walked upon these lands. The tendrils of my power reach outward, but the Mistburn is disrupting my senses.
Mistburn? Does that have something to do with the Titans?
In part. Energy radiates from the mists. I expect wherever our Titan came from, it was steeped in it. It bleeds into our realm.
Not a single dull blade in the armory. So, what are we going to do with you?
Well, I'm not in chains yet. Why don't you tell me? If you don't tell the ward, I will not flee. Let us deal with them later.
I don't know the stakes under which you were advised to track her down, but she did help us kill the thing.
I've carried enough secrets in my pocket to know how burdensome that weight can be.
Then let me offer this. I will return to them, but only when I know my kin are secured from immediate danger. Let me roam on my own terms until then,
I've only just adjusted to life without Iskarin's shackling gaze.
I suppose I've made more questionable choices. What's one more?
I haven't fought like that in a few decades. Maintaining a facade absent magic has left my flame flickering and, delicate. Will you make sure Pokey is well while I recover?
We'll tend to the cub. But don't get any ideas.
Impossible.
Commander, you're far more versed on the Astral Ward than we are. But you might owe us a bit of an explanation.
Not your mess. It's hardly mine. I don't want to put you two in a tough spot.
Please. You're traveling with the Imperator of the Ash Legion and a thief turned diplomat. We can do covert.
With all the intel we've gathered so far, probably not far behind with our own assessments.
Okay. When I met with Frode back at Moon Camp, he told me to keep an eye out for their missing wizard. I've heard the name, but not much else. She left the Astral Ward on uncertain terms, which makes Iskarin nervous.
Iskarin makes me nervous. Should we be afraid of her?
Maybe caution over fear. Didn't strike me as dangerous when she threw herself in front of Pokey.
We can do cautious, Commander.
Far as I know, she helped us fight that thing. Hell of a lot more than Iskarin has done here.
Hear what happened regarding Steele's expedition team? They were attacked not once, but twice.
Stoic Alder.
If you're looking for Poised Arrow, he's not here. Your scuffle with the stranger left his mind raw. I don't know what you endured. I haven't seen him so heavy with angst since Silken Weir left us.
I can explain.
After the mainland attack, his nerve was turbulent. He said you were left with little choice. My son survived. Your friends survived. I don't need to mourn what didn't come to fruition.
The creature that killed your kin is dead. Turned my stomach.
Another sunset. Did you find Aurora? Pokey didn't say.
She wasn't with the dead. A good sign, but we'll keep looking.
We'll settle camp and assess. Our forebears built sites across the Isle. Way stations, constructed after the Masat fell. Iskarin's warning hasn't escaped me. If a Titan lives, we'll find it. You can tell your alliance that. Wayfinder, my son, is Pokey okay?
Was that his first fight? Against something of that scale?
Of that scale? No. With distance and time, he'll come back to us with a clear head. Oh, I think Graced by Fire was looking for you and your allies. Probably wants to thank you.
On your feet again. So soon after the attack. Kate might have something to say about that.
Rest is for a calm soul. If I sit for long, I'll turn into a cub with a gut full of honey. I also heard the news. You killed it? The stranger?
We did. Just glad we got the boy out of there alive. That thing was... you know.
If my companions saw what that creature left behind, they'd be mortified. Spent their lives learning this land, protecting it. I'm relieved Pokey is okay, though.
Me too. But until we know what's left to fight, may as well find our footing. How can I help you stay seated? You need rest.
If you're offering, I could use a scout. Wilderness abounds. Only a few of us have spent any real time on the island. With the Astral Ward and Bearkin moving inland, your help charting the area will benefit everyone. I've also observed troubling behavior among the local wildlife. Frenzied, enraged. Creatures that don't usually attack. But that can be our problem next. But once you're done charting, come back to me.
Think we've got enough food to cover the Bearkin camp?
White mantle. Long gone by the looks of it. But what were they doing here? Probably fallout from some Mossad experiment. They don't look friendly. I'll take them out so no one gets hurt. Fallout from a bloodstone explosion. It looks like this one was controlled at least. Could have been a lot worse. There. Need to keep an eye on those things.
Turned the forest fertile. The animals flee south of this place. Wait, slow down. Rumble is coming.
Oh, almost forgot. Our drones will be at the testing sites. If this goes on much longer, retrieve additional doses from them if needed. What I wouldn't give to spend just... The forest is so sick that it rejects its own cure, that it does. Like a stubborn cub refusing to take its medicine. We must try again.
The Bloodstone is morphing with the environment. Can't be good. I'd put a couple copper on Greer being responsible for this. He turned the place into a swamp. Serene. Bet this place would be pretty nice if it had a kinder history. else. Starting to internalize everyone's warnings. Map shaping up. I should get back to camp. Share what I saw.
Thanks. With a better understanding of the area, our chances for survival go up. Respect the Isle's boundaries, we must. Couple more things you could do to help around here, if you have breath to spare. To start, Whispers of Wind is looking into the Stranger's Blight. Not a bad idea to work with her, see what all she needs. And for me? Well, information. I mentioned the wildlife before, and that is not improved. I suspect the Stranger's influence, but we should confirm. See if there's anything we can do to help them. I need you to subdue the frenzied creatures and take a blood sample for me. Maybe there's a cure, or we'll know if there's not. Here, I've got the supplies set up for you.
The winds are pulling another storm to landfall. The strangers will emerge from their dens once more. Get ready.
Right to sleep. Hopefully this helps. There we go. One step closer to answers. One step closer to answers.
Reach us soon, and battle we must.
We're about done here. Astral Ward. It's time to pull back. Too much of a risk.
it is. No time to quake with fear. Rigid we must remain. The strangers have woken. They've come to dance in the rain. Our one and only goal is to protect the camp. Every claw and spear. Raise them to the air. Go. Fight. Win.
Thank you, Edwin. Time for bed.